Okay, Agent. As soon as you lock the situation down, I've got a joint Sarah JTF strike force ready to move in. They'll take samples from as many refugees as they can find.
Medical personnel?
A couple of EMTs in the mix, Doctor? Yes.
A couple? As in only two?
The rest are first aid certified. They know how to tap a vein. Get going, Age.
Without contaminating the samples, I assume.
Or infecting themselves, yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you, Doctor. Get moving, Agent.
Agent, it's Dr. Kandel. I want to stress to you the vital importance of safeguarding any civilians you may come across. The map says some of those people must have survived the dollar flu. That means they've got antibodies to it that I need to have a hope in hell of fighting this thing. And the ones who are just sick, having a broader genetic diversity of virus samples will help us reduce the virus's rate of mutation, which is a long way to say, keep those people alive until I get what I need from them. Got that? Great.
Morning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance. Warning. An agent on your team requires aid immediately. Warning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
Okay, Agent. As soon as you lock the situation down, I've got a joint Sarah JTF strike force ready to move in. They'll take samples from as many refugees as they can find.
Medical personnel?
couple of EMTs in the mix, Doctor? Yes.
A couple? As in only two?
The rest are first aid certified. They know how to tap a vein. Get going, Agent.
Without contaminating the samples, I assume.
Or infecting themselves. Yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you, Doctor. Get moving, Agent.
Warning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
Dr. Candle, sampling team.
What's out here? Go ahead, Doctor.
Oh, Lieutenant, good. Listen, I need you guys to log intake info from everybody you get a sample from. Age, gender, ethnicity, general state of health on a 10-point scale. Then label and group the samples according to...
Excuse me, Doctor, but maybe this could wait until we get confirmation the op is actually complete?
You saying you don't have faith in your agent?
Just focusing on the task at hand. Lieutenant, we'll radio the doctor as soon as the area is secured.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, Doctor. We'll get it all worked out.
I hope so. It's only the survival of the human species.
Copy that, Doc. Tell out.
You know the situation. It's too late for these people here. They're dead, every one of them. But it's not too late for us. If we do what we gotta do, might not be too late for the rest of the country. So go to work.
Get in there. Finish the job.
Alert. Friendly division agent is down.
You know what's at stake? Everybody goes, all in. Remember why you're here.
अरे यार तुम्हें दो लीव करना पड़ेगा सॉरी अगर डेब्यू तुम भाई वैसे डेब्यू करने बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होता डैमेज वगैरह बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया हमारी लगती है लीव करना पड़ेगा भाई ऐसे तो हम खेल नहीं पाएंगे यार यहाँ पे लेवल का मैटर है ना मेरे ख्याल से इस गेम में कोई और गेम खेलते हैं तो साथ में गेम GTA Minecraft ये वाला नहीं खेल पाएंगे
Agent, if you can find the crane controls, drop... Play safe.
smallpox is confirmed.
ये मशीन डिफिकल्टी बढ़ रही है तुम्हारी वजह से, इसलिए निकाला था। अब ठीक है मतलब ओके ओके ठीक है। हाँ बस ठीक, हाँ ठीक है चलो। क्या ब्रो? भाई तुम डिस्कॉर्ड पे ज्वाइन कर लो, इसकी बहुत पता नहीं, समझ नहीं आ रहा तुम क्या बोल रहे हो, बहुत मतलब घटिया की वॉइस आ रही है।
Make sure they can't get away! See how you like this! You bastards will wish you never came here! Don't worry! I got it!
Dad, all routes in and out of Manhattan will remain closed until quarantine is lifted.
Hey, buddy. What's wrong?
I think they're trying to break in.
Open up! Police! Don't open. Call 911.
ठीक है ब्रो। उस पे जनरल वॉइस पे ज्वाइन कर। अब इसका एंड गेम म्यूट कर लेना, तो सेटिंग में जाके ना। हाँ बोल तुषार।
team is down. Requires assistance.
Situation outside is now under control. My official report. The division saved our sorry asses.
Thanks for the report, Bravo Squad. Stay alert out there and keep it frosty. I'm glad you made it.
Now let's rebuild our base. Go on in and have a look around. I finally got some transportation, so I'm inbound. Let's do this. need our base up and running, and we need to show the people of New York they're getting their city back. Our base of operations has potential, but right now it's a piece of shit and we've got no one to staff it. To get this place where it needs to be, we need people who know what they're doing. Like doctors. There's a virologist running a field hospital over at Madison Square Garden, but the whole area's gone to shit. With her, we can get our medical facilities online. Without her... The JTF commander, Benitez, is out in the field and he's gone offline. Bring him back. We need him to set up a functional security wing, and it'll do a hell of a lot for morale. We've also got to restore basic services. We need power and the intel the grid can give us. They had a guy working on that, but it sounds like he ran into trouble patching his in. Without him, it's lights out. Isaac can map itself to each of the wings in the base and sync their progress, so we can have a bigger picture of what's happening here. And the more stable this base is, the better shape the city will be. Security wing needs love, and Captain Benitez. The JTF love the guy. He can mobilize them and help us get the intel and firepower we need to get all these hostiles off the streets. We get that virologist over here, we can build up a staff, investigate the origin of the virus, and start getting more supplies. For civilians, but for us as well. The tech wing has obviously seen better days. But if you can get Rhodes back here, you've apparently got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. Former PMC, I think. Knows more than you think he does. I suspect he'll be very useful.
We're getting overrun! They're killing everyone in sight! Damn!
मेरी 4 बजे से खेल रहे थे हम। I don't understand that. Yeah, अच्छा इसका
When this is all over, I mean.
Oh, I'm gonna get me a sweet ride and just roll west. And when I get to Cali, I'm gonna find me a nice piece of ass and show him how we do it East Coast style.
Oh, man. You could totally do that. Or that chick from the movie? The one with cars?
Oh, yeah. He'd appreciate a fine car and the fine lady driving it. I just roll up like...
Oh yeah. Okay, we can do that. जाओगे ना सेटिंग में, वहाँ पे आउटपुट बता था, आउटपुट में वहाँ पे बिल्डिंग लिखा होगा। बेस कोडिंग तो OBS से उठाते हैं सारे। Back.
Agent, you're looking for any bills our pal Amherst used to spread his original virus strain. We know he used Abel's as one of his primary launching pads, so with any luck, there should be plenty of contaminated greenback flying around in there.
As well as civilians. Store's one of the bigger refugee camps we've been monitoring.
Not to make a whole thing out of it, but if you don't find some unmutated virus that can use as a cost, we may as well give up any hope of creating a vaccine. So, you know, no pressure.
Elevated levels of carbon dioxide detected.
Uh-oh. Sounds like there's a fire in the building. I'll start feeding Isaac the structural blueprints in case you need them.
Calculating route to emergency fire suppression system controls.
Hey man, what's up?
Emergency fire suppression system activated. System obstructed on upper floors.
Great. You keep going. I'll keep digging through these schematics and tell Isaac where the overrides are.
Remember, Agent, we need to collect any bills you find with the original virus strain.
Check everything. Cash registers, charity donation stations, tip jars in the cafe. Any place you can think of that might involve cash.
Tell me something new, bro. What happened to it, by the way?
Object test negative for viral contamination. Object test negative for viral contamination. Object test negative for viral contamination.
Why? Okay, what did you do? What did you do?
hope the cleaners haven't torched everything in the place before you locate those pills.
Fahrenheit, surveillance alarms break down.
One more reason to keep them at bay, Agent.
Like I said, no pressure.
Object test negative for viral contamination. Object test negative for viral contamination.